Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a project review on LBRY. Honestly, it's been a long time coming. I really wanted to cover the project, but I kept getting sidetracked. In the spirit of full disclosure, I do hold LBRY tokens, but it's because people have tipped me for my content on the platform. LBRY has a funding model set up for the community so that they can submit requests for ideas that they have on how to help spread the awareness about the project. I wanted to test it out, so I submitted a proposal for this video, and it was approved, which means I did receive LBRY tokens in exchange for this video. But this no way obligates me to be biased, and I want it to be fully transparent with anyone. I will continue to be honest about my views on the project, and to be honest, I was planning on doing the video with or without the funding, but I figured if I could get it, the funding process would be an important aspect to include in the video as a pro, and also to make others aware of how simple it is and possibly have others want to submit their own proposals if they think that they have something that might be a good idea. Obviously, my goal is always to be transparent with you guys, and so obviously, here's my transparency. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, all investments have inherent risk, and please do your own research. Let's start with what LBRY is, how it came to be, and who's behind it. So, LBRY is a free, open source, and community-run digital marketplace. Thanks to its decentralized nature, no one can remove or block content unless it's removed by the publisher themselves. In the most simplistic terms, it's basically a crypto-based YouTube, but with way more control as far as monetization goes. The LBRY blockchain serves three key purposes. It's the index of the content available on the network, it's the payment system for the purchased content, and it also provides a decentralized publishing identity. Who started the project? Jeremy Kauffman is the founder and CEO. Prior to LBRY, Jeremy founded TopScore, a startup that processes millions of dollars monthly in event and activity registrations. He attended Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, where he received degrees in physics and computer science. Alex Grinsfag is the founder and CTO. Alex, aka Grin, focuses on technology development at LBRY and manages infrastructure growth. Grin has previously designed and managed scalable infrastructure solutions for SaaS firms. Alex holds degrees in computer science and psychology, also from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. Up next is their ICO. So the project didn't have an ICO, the coin was actually an Instamine. Their Genesis block created 400 million LBC tokens to be distributed by the LBRY team. 300 million of these will be allocated to the partners of the project, and of that 300 million, 100 million are designated to charity. 100 million are owned by LBRY directly, and the remaining 600 million are to be mined. Additionally, some LBC may be given directly to the public or the community in ways that add value and make sense. The LBRY project is managed by LBRY Inc., which is a company designed to develop and deliver the LBRY technology. It was created in 2015. On to the technology. LBRY uses proof of work as its consensus algorithm, and it's based off Bitcoin's blockchain with some upgrades. LBRY has a block time of 2.5 minutes and can handle 7 transactions per second. LBRY has 2 layers which make up the platform. Those are the protocol layer and the service layer. The protocol layer provides the fundamental underlying technological capability, and the service layer utilizes the protocol to do something that we as users actually find useful. Layer 1, the protocol. While the protocol is one comprehensive set of rules, it's easier to understand as 2 parts. First is the blockchain, and the second is the data network. The blockchain. The LBRY blockchain also provides a decentralized lookup and metadata storage system. The LBRY blockchain supports a specific set of commands that allows anyone to bid in LBC to control the LBRY name, which is a lot like a domain name. Whoever controls a name gets to describe what it contains, what it costs to access, who's going to pay for it, and where to find it. These names are sold in a continuous running auction. The data network, LBRYnet, is the layer that makes the LBRY blockchain useful beyond a simple payment system. It says what to do with the information available in the LBRY blockchain, how to issue payments, how to look up content identifiers, and so on. The second layer is LBRY services. These services are what actually make the LBRY protocol useful. While the LBRY protocol determines what is possible, it's the services that actually do things. These include things such as applications and devices, content discovery, content distribution, as well as transaction settlement. Applications and devices. A LBRY application is how a user would actually have a meaningful interaction with the LBRY network. A LBRY client uses the protocol in a way that allows for the user to simply search for content, pay for it when necessary, download it, and enjoy. I mentioned that people can pay for content on the platform. I want to clarify that it's up to the creator if they're charging users to view their work. In my experience, everything is almost actually free on the platform at the moment, all including my content. Content discovery. Search features can be created from the catalog of metadata provided in the blockchain, as well as the content transaction available in the blockchain or observed on the network. Discovery on LBRY can also take the form of featured content. So clients can utilize featured content to provide additional visibility for content that consumers may not otherwise be looking for or may not otherwise see. Metadata summarizes basic information about data, which can make finding and working with particular instances of data easier. For example, author, date created, date modified, file size type. These are all examples of very basic document metadata. Having the ability to filter through that metadata makes it much easier for someone to locate a specific document or locate something that they're looking for. Next is content storage. So any digital file can be published on LBRY. Images, music, games, ebooks, videos, even less obvious ones like software plugins, Photoshop brushes, and 3D printing files. After enough people have downloaded your content, you don't need to have your LBRY app open any longer. That's because originally you were hosting your own files, but as people begin to download it, now they are hosting it as well. This is how sites like BitTorrent work. On to content distribution. So most digital content is subject to the regulations of the internet service providers, as well as the influence of the governments in that region. Traffic from host servers can be throttled, manipulated, and halted altogether. However, in the case of the LBRY protocol, content comes from anywhere and everywhere, and therefore is less likely to be stifled, not to mention that the market mechanisms of LBRY create a strong incentive for efficient distribution. These properties, along with LBRY's infringement de-incentivizing properties, make it appealing technology for large existing data or for content distributors. Speech, or SPE.ch. Speech is the first website to use the LBRY protocol, and it promotes free speech. Speech is a free image and video hosting website. You can share your images and your videos, but you can't earn LBC directly from this site. Speech is using the LBRY network, so your content's published in a decentralized fashion. This protects your files from being centrally owned by companies. All the free and public images and videos that are published on the LBRY app can be accessed at speech.ch, and vice versa. Also, at this point, I would like to mention that they have a wallet that holds LBC, and it's integrated directly into the platform itself, which is actually extremely convenient because everything's kind of packed into one location. That brings us to present day. So currently LBRY sits at 279 on CoinMarketCap with a market cap value of 22 million. LBRY's current circulating supply is 167 million LBC tokens with a maximum eventual supply of 1 billion. If you're interested in purchasing LBC tokens, you can get them from Bittrex, Upbit, or Poloniex. They just underwent a whole new facelift for the platform, and honestly it looks awesome. I've been nagging someone from the team because I wanted them to add a refresh feature, meaning basically when I put new content up on the app, my newest content also refreshes to the featured page because that's where I am. I wanted to be able to show my most recent upload without them having to go in manually and make the app do it. Well, lo and behold, with the new update, they added that. So it's a small change, but it's something that I really wanted and was really excited about. Not to mention, you can bring your own YouTube over with a feature that's called YouTube Sync. It'll automatically pull all of your content from YouTube, and on top of it, you get some sort of like a creator's reward, so you'll get some LBC for doing that. What's coming up that we have to look forward to? On the roadmap, the YouTube Sync automation says it's in progress. This will automate the YouTube Sync process for new users to update new content on existing channels. Basically meaning if you upload content to YouTube, it should auto-upload to LBRY, making the process much easier. Also in progress and slated for Q3 of this year is the release of LBRY for Android, the beta app. I, for one, am super excited about this because, an Android LBRY release means that there will likely be an Apple app coming out soon. They're working toward adding support for comments and features like tagging and other categorization as well. Also on the roadmap for Q3 of this year, a fiat to Coinbase LBC payment gateway. That's a big deal. Basically, this is going to integrate with a Coinbase Buy widget onto the LBRY app, which enables new and existing Coinbase customers to purchase Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, whatever, via their bank accounts or credit cards and automatically convert it to LBC. Super useful. On to the pros. The entire project concept for me is a pro. It's no secret to those who've been watching my channel for quite a while now that I love alternative content platforms. I use just about every blockchain-based project that's out there right now. I stand so strongly behind projects who are trying to create alternative things to YouTube because we so desperately need it. The team and the community are a big pro for me as well. They're extremely friendly, they're willing to listen to suggestions, and they're always open to new ideas. They're all really easy to get a hold of, and as far as the community goes, I'm always getting tipped for my content on the platform, which is a really pleasant surprise considering on YouTube you don't get tipped for anything. So it's a nice change of pace. It's an open network. LBRY allows anyone to use the platform in its free form with no censorship, no regulations, and allows creators to own their own content. Constant progress and updates. When you open the LBRY platform, if there's been a new release or an update, something on the app is going to prompt you to upgrade and restart. I honestly feel like I see this prompt probably once a week, which is an awesome indication of the fact that they're always working and developing on the platform. Next up is the cons. A big weakness for me is marketing. Project is great and so is the platform, but it's really not well known. And considering there's other platforms out there like Steemit that are more popular, but completely gamed, I'm pretty surprised that this is not more well known because of that. It can be kind of slow sometimes. I'd imagine that's because it's running on proof of work, which is kind of just inherently a little on the slow side. There's no way to upload directly to your channel if you're not home. meaning you have to use the computer that your library platform is downloaded on. This kind of stinks because sometimes if I'm not home or I'm at work or something and I realize I've forgotten to upload there, I have to wait till I get back home. I also can't browse content on there, and I can't look at my wallet or do anything related to it because I don't have access to the app unless I'm on my home computer. Expanding on the fact that you can't browse content outside of the platform. It'd be really cool if they had a mobile app. I know that's in the works, but a mobile app or web app or something. They created Speech, which I mentioned before, which is like that media hosting site, and you can post the stuff on there, but you can't post directly to your channel. So you won't end up earning LBC, and it could in theory just be a waste of your content, if you were gonna hope that someone was gonna tip you on it, because you can't, because it's not on your channel. Final thoughts. I make no secret about the fact that I really like this project. I've been using it for months. I'm pretty vocal about it on Twitter and so on. But that's not to say that it doesn't have its flaws. They definitely need to make the platform more accessible across more devices in a much easier way. But based on the redesign and their most recent updates to it, I fully believe that they're on the right track, and I'm really excited to see the platform progress and hopefully take off. I'm going to leave all the links down below for everything related to LBRY and also their YouTube sync option. If anybody is interested, come over and join me. You will find all of my content over there as well. Well, guys, that about wraps it up for me. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you're interested in contributing to the channel, you can do so by checking out my web store. I've got crypto t-shirts, and I just put up a bunch of new stickers for sale. If you head over to my Patreon, that's another option. As usual, I'll leave all the links below, and I'll see you guys soon.